So, in a wild, unhinged interview, Donald Trump reveals who the real president is. I think you guys already know it's Elon Musk. We got to go through this stuff, and let's just jump right in.
The whole thing is a giant fraud. And I think judges will have to do the right thing, really. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole big problem with the country. Now,
bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here, and my first reaction is like the way Trump asked, "Oh no, Elon doesn't get anything from being president. I mean, he's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. He's just really, really smart. Trust Lord Elon." That's what this stuff all ends up being. You know, you have a lot of people like Trump. You got people who follow Trump, follow Elon. And essentially, they look to these guys as being God figures. They don't actually understand anything that they say or anything that's going on. And so you have to talk in like really simplistic terms. The simplest way to say it is trust Elon. Elon's smart. Elon God. And that's it. Keep to those same messages. People can understand you. And then you'll say like, well, anyone who hates Elon is just a hater, because doesn't Elon, he's God, and he's so rich and he doesn't need any help. He just does things out of the kindness of his heart. And like, I don't even know, how to even start with people who can't see through this nonsense. But all I can do, guys, is show you what they say, and we can laugh about it. Honestly, it's funny. It is dangerous, but sometimes it's just like, what do we do? All right, have a listen some more.
But how does it work with Elon day to day? Does he come in and say, this is what I'm working on? Does he say, here's what we're doing?
First of all, he's a great guy. He was never really a supporter or not a supporter. He was a sort of semi-neutral kind of a guy, not a political person, very smart, brilliant person, and which I like. I'm a big believer in IQ points. I mean, it's a good thing. And
you guys see this stuff? Okay, so basically Elon is, again, really, really smart. Trust Lord Elon. Everybody want to work with Elon. And it's kind of odd because, like, I feel like when Trump is talking about Elon, he's a bit jealous here, is sort of how I read this. And guys, I get it. People are like, oh, Chris, you're so dumb. You're the one who's jealous of Elon and Trump. You're just too stupid. They're the smart ones. They're God. They're so rich. They're so awesome. It's like, how do you respond to that kind of logic? And that's sort of the MAGA world, right? They essentially all they see is bottom line money. That's all they see. And I guess if you have money, then therefore you're the smartest person in the world. The way that I see what's happening here, it's just a big con game. And the easiest people to con are the MAGA kind of people, right? It's the kind of people who take things on faith. They don't need any evidence whatsoever. They just believe things, right? That's what faith basically is. It's all about believing. You don't need any sort of evidence. It's kind of like saying, guys, Donald Trump is promising you that you're all going to be rich and you're all going to go to the pearly gates of, richdom, we'll call it. And the pearly gates of richdom, haven't arrived. You don't see any of that Donald Trump promised money in your bank account. And then, essentially, how do you keep this fraud scam going? You give them more promises. And the new promise these days and this, cycle is Elon Musk, right? So Donald Trump, I'm really sorry about that first time when I promised you the pearly, richdom. But now we've got Elon Musk, who's awesome and he's really smart, and everybody want to work with Elon. I mean, everybody wants to work with Elon, right? And that's how it is. You have to like communicate to, we'll just say, a large portion of America who falls for this stuff in those kind of ways, and that's what they want to hear. Becomes more and more evident with this interview. Watch some more.
A few good ones, but I mean, usually when you have a list like that, you'll have a couple of like bad ones and all good ones. Here we have a couple of good ones and all bad ones.
And it feels like every time they give these interviews, they expose themselves, right? Like they project so much. He's like, oh well, you might have a couple of good ones, but they're all bad ones, right? And sure, if you like Musk and Trump, you just think, oh well, he's talking about the Democrats, right? But like honestly, I just think they're talking about themselves all the time when they talk about this stuff. That's why it's so funny. Check out more.
And I've had a great help with Elon Musk, who's been terrific. He comes in with 100 very smart people. It started off with 12, Then it went to 15, then it went to 25, then it went to 50, and everybody wants to join. And I guess you have to have an IQ of about 175 at least to do it. They're a smart group of people. They don't dress as well as you or maybe me, but they are smart. And they go in there and they talk to people, and the people get all tongue-tied because they have no idea. You know, nobody thought.
I'm a big believer in IQ points, guys. So what was going on here is Brett Barr is trying to get, Donald Trump to say, how do you work with Elon? Does Elon basically, tell you what to do every day? Does he give you a shopping list? How does that work? And then Trump just goes on and on and on about Elon's just really, really smart. He's just really, really smart. And if you guys can see what's going on here, it's actually kind of sad, to be really frank. This is what I see. I see Trump really is not in control. He doesn't really understand much of what's happening. He's just kind of told what to say, told where to show up, told which tie to wear, that kind of stuff. And then he's talking about Donald Trump here is putting his trust in Elon as well. And it's really revealing that Elon Musk really is running the show. It's crazy when you see it like this. And it's also even more crazy that people can't see through this stuff. I mean, isn't this stuff obvious, guys? But again, it all goes back to that. If you don't understand anything about anything, then you just think, oh, well, they're just really smart. And they told me they have the highest IQ and the highest IQ points. So therefore, they must be really, really smart. And you're gonna help me get to richdom. Please, Lord Trump, please, Lord Musk, get me to richdom. And I just feel like that's what it ends up boiling down to. See some more here.
Tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military. Let's check the military. We're going to find billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud and abuse.
And so again, it's the same kind of stuff, right? They're projecting. They're basically saying, oh yeah, we're gonna go check that education. We're gonna go check that military, and we're gonna go find that money. Let's find that money. and kind of, behind closed doors, if you understand that the Musk and the Trumps, they're sitting there plotting and scheming like, okay, all we got to do is convince the American people that they're being cheated and we can just go get that money. That's what it ends up being. Like, where do you think the money is going to go? Do you think honestly that Musk and Trump, and remember Trump was saying, oh yeah, Musk has nothing to gain. Do you think they're just going to go find all this money in various departments and just give it to you? Is that what you think? Is that really what you think? Because what's really happening here is that Musk and Trump are, figuring out ways to divert funds to them. They have that sovereign wealth fund set up. They have all their pet projects they want to do. Trump wants to build his hotels in Gaza. He probably wants to build hotels and golf courses everywhere, right? And actually, they had plans to build a hotel in Russia before. And then Russian people would live in this thing, like the oligarchs. These are the kind of things that they're working on. Musk, he wants robots. He wants to fire everyone, and everyone's going to work for his AI robots, that kind of stuff. And it's sad when I see through this stuff. First I start laughing at these things, but then when you see it, you're just like, this is just so dumb. The whole thing is so dumb. Isn't it obvious? And that's all I can say. I mean, I think for any person, and if you're watching this channel, you guys can see it. I mean, I think you should be able to see it. I'll show you some more, but because it's like I said, it's entertaining. It would be a clown show, funny, really, really funny, if it wasn't so dangerous. But see some more, you'll see.
Too. I mean, I'm sure you did too. It's a scam. It's a fraud. A lot of it, most of it, but it's a fraud. Look at the jobs that they produce for people. I'm not even going to mention their name. It's too big a show to mention their name. It's almost unfair. But
it's all a fraud, guys. It's all a show, right? Like literally, Trump is revealing himself. He's revealing this whole thing. And, for those of us who can see it, we've known that Musk and Trump are frauds all along, right? The sad thing is people can't see it. And I make video after video, trying to show people this because actually, honestly, it's the most important thing happening right now in our news cycle, in our country, in our markets. It's basically you have a couple guys who are able to fool a lot of people. That's what it boils down to. And some people fall for it, and it's sad. But the more that you see, you'll be like, yeah, Chris isn't just making random stuff up. You guys can see this stuff. See some more.
And the people elected me on that, and we have a group of people that you just can't get. I mean, these are really brilliant. It's a group. I call it the group of 100. We literally started off with 14 or 15 young geniuses. Now we have 100 young geniuses. And what's happened, I'll probably get a lot from the show. People are calling up from all over the country wanting to do and wanting to help Elon. They respect him and they respect me.
And at the end, it's kind of funny because it's like they respect Elon. Oh, no, I think they respect me too. So this whole interview, it just really feels like this is all about, yes, Elon is running the show, not me.
But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do,
They
actually.
get it. They
Yeah.
really see what's happening.
Yes.
And on top of that, they reveal themselves in tweets. So I'll show you guys a couple things. So, for example, Donald Trump's tweeting out today, "He who saves his country does not violate any law," basically saying, hey guys, we're above the law. Don't worry about the law. We got it all covered, right? Or Elon Musk is like, if any judge anywhere can stop every presidential action everywhere, we do not live in a democracy. So again, they're against the judges. But I want to show you a couple things that are going on that make me call in the question, like, this whole thing. And the question is, like, this stuff is so stupid, right? Are they in on it, or are they being played? And what I mean by that, there's this report by the Wall Street Journal today. A new spy unit is leading Russia's shadow war against the West. Like, they got, this is real, guys. The Russians got these guys to manipulate people, and that's what I keep wondering is Elon in on the manipulation, or is he the one being manipulated? That part's hard to say, and we'll get more reporting on that. But, like, you look at, just watch their daily stuff. They attack judges. They attack our institutions. They want our military to be weak, essentially, is the plan. They want our education to be weak, right? They want Americans to be dumb. Elon tweets out daily supporting the right wing, AfD, right? So it's like the Nazi party in Germany kind of stuff, right wing stuff. And on top of that, whenever I make videos these days, I've noticed it quite a bit. You'll see a lot more of this kind of stuff. These will be a comment. This is a bot. I'll show you what it looks like. Elon for president. The majority of people support this man. And look at the facts, right? It won't really have to do anything with my video at all. It'll just be sort of like a generic sort of pro-Elon, pro-Trump stuff. And whenever you look at these accounts, created December 31st, 2024, just a few months ago. But that's what you have to deal with when you talk about this stuff, right? You're dealing with a population in the USA that can't detect that Elon and Trump are idiots, right? And on top of that, like, are these people being manipulated, or are they in on manipulation? That part's harder to see, because I'm not sure what in sort of Elon's case, it's tough to say that one, because he does talk to Putin. We know that. That's why Elon had trouble with security clearances. And on top of that, these people are really greedy. This was just reported today. They want half of the mineral wealth in Ukraine. For real. This is what it is. Ukraine, and then Ukraine's like, man, half's a lot. What are you guys talking about? And then on top of that, like, Elon Musk and Donald Trump are firing all these Americans, right? And it's affecting red states and blue states. That was reported today as well. And you have to, again, put it back to understanding who the voter base is for Trump and Musk. There are people who are getting measles. This is in West Texas. There's now a measles outbreak. That's what we're facing. So I don't know. I mean, I know I'm laughing today because today was like a more nutso interview than we normally see, but I think it's going to get even more nutso. And I think probably what's going on is Trump is seeing all of the spotlight and everyone, admiring Elon Musk, and he feels like, do I go along with it? I can still kind of be president. I don't have to do as much work. Elon can now do all the work. And Trump is getting old. Probably what's going on is like, to keep Trump quiet, you just give him his KFC fried chicken, his McDonald's, and just watch Fox News, and that's it. I think the way that these people would get divided is if, like, Elon gets more time on Fox News, and then Trump will get upset. As long as Trump can be on TV and be on Fox News, I think he'll be happy, and then Elon will run the show.
But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Yes.
Whether or not Elon's a Russian asset, that remains to be seen. I mean, I'll just say this. It looks to be like Russia certainly has involvement in this stuff, but to what extent, I'll let you guys decide on that, and we'll have this chats every day. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please share your thoughts, and I'll catch you on the next video.